Hello loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Renee, and as you guys can tell by the title of the video, today we're talking everything sunglasses. Specifically sunglasses for someone who has a round face or more of an oval face. It can be very tough sometimes to find sunglasses that fit, especially when you have higher cheekbones. So if you're someone who's been having trouble finding the perfect pair of sunglasses for your face, stay tuned. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of background on my experiences with sunglasses. So I used to work at Nordstrom years ago in the fashion accessories department, specifically in sunglasses, in the designer sunglasses. So I was very well versed with fitting various face shapes with different frames that will flatter them. Sometimes we may want a cat eye, but we just can't wear a cat eye, or I could recommend a perfect size for you. So I'm gonna place a diagram on the screen, that way you guys can get an idea of the various face shapes and different frames that will fit your face shape specifically. But as far as for rounder faces and higher cheekbones, you're gonna always wanna go with a bigger lens. That way your face doesn't look like it's eating up the frame, you know? So you're gonna either wanna go with maybe a larger square frame or a larger aviator. Those are the shapes that I specifically stick to. So I'm going to show you guys a few frames from my personal collection that I plan on rotating this spring summer. So let's get into it. So first are going to be these aviators from Free People. They're not the biggest aviator, but because of the shape of it, it definitely cuts you in the perfect angles because it's more of a flat end on the bottom. So if you have those higher cheekbones, it won't necessarily cut you on your face. Now, when dealing with higher cheekbones and rounder faces and fitting a perfect frame to your face, you want to make sure when you put on your sunglasses, most people, they'll like smile to see if like the frame will lift up. Some people with higher cheekbones, you can't avoid it. So when it comes to any lens of that matter, but with specifically like maybe an aviator or a cat eye, you want to make sure the top of the frame is a little bit wider at the top. That way, it'll complement the shape of your face and not make you look crazy. For lack of a better word. This pair, working with the different angles on the frame, to me accentuates the roundness of my face. And the nose pads also are a great way to adjust a frame on your face, because sometimes you may try on a pair and it's laying flat down on your face or your cheekbones. You can always adjust these and have it sitting a little bit further up on your nose. That way it doesn't bother your cheekbones. And I also have another pair of aviators. These are from Elisa Johnson's collection. And this has like a purplish blue tint to it. On the side and the temple is a tortoise shell color. Now this is a great neutral, but it also, with the pop of color in the lens, it also adds a little bit of funkiness to any outfit that you're wearing, maybe if it's plain. Like, this is a perfect combination of my style. I like a good neutral color that'll be for everyday wear, but then a little bit of color that'll add a little bit of funkiness to my style, you know? Like, I could wear this today with my white top, and look. It'll take this really cute, girly top and add a little bit of edge to it. And as you can see, it's a little bit wider around this area, and when I smile, it doesn't raise up. And it's very snug. That's another thing. I like when sunglasses are snug, but it's not too heavy where it's going to be uncomfortable. This pair doesn't have any nose pads in them, so when it comes to the plastic frames, or another word they will call it, you'll see acetate. Honestly, acetate is like a fancy word for plastic. So a lot of times when you go into these sunglasses stores or the department stores, they're going to probably call it acetate, but it's really just a fancier word for plastic. And again, when it comes to the plastic lenses, really they're gonna have to fit, because there's no way to adjust it because there's no nose pads. So this is another one of my favorite pairs, and it's definitely gonna be in rotation for the spring summertime. So moving on, we're gonna get into the square pairs of sunglasses, and more specifically white sunglasses. You know, I've been in that mood lately. I'm like, I think I want to bring in some white sunglasses for spring summer and like wear them more, you know? So the first pair is gonna be another pair from Free People, and this is not necessarily a stark white lens, it's more of an ivory. And again, I'll do the cutaway so you guys can see. And it's a brown lens, and the shape on this is an oversized square, which again is perfect for a rounder face. I like to rest it right on the tip of my nose, you know, very Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Again, this is a plastic frame, so you're going to want to make sure it fits you properly. This is giving me very beach, very Miami, maybe like a nice pretty scarf on your hair, add these sunglasses, a cute bag, some cute sandals, you know, and just go. The next white pair that I have are gonna be these 70s frames. I got this from a vintage store where I recently went to go look for some vintage denim. Of course, I have the one pair of ivory sunglasses, but these are white. And they're very different from me. Like, again, on the tip of my nose, like, this is very 70s vibe because they are from the 70s. It's a dark brown frame. You can still see your eyes through them. But to me, they're so funky. Because of the shape of it, it adds some edge to your outfit. Like, very funky. You can see the sides. I love wearing them at the tip. And because I have a fuller nose too, that's another thing that I look out for when I'm looking for sunglasses. I don't want anything that's going to accentuate it. I mean, granted, it's there. It is what it is. It's not going anywhere. But I don't want anything that's going to have me looking like, what the heck? So I make sure that anything that I put on my face is going to accentuate it and not make me look crazy. This, again, I can see with a nice scarf around your head, maybe with some long wide leg jeans. If you're going for that full-on 70s look, this maybe with an all black outfit and just have these to pop, or a black and white, because that would be the safe route. But especially if you're gonna do some wide leg jeans, throw these on. Cute, perfect for the summer. Okay, so continuing on with the square frame shape, we have a pair of black Celine sunglasses, and these are black, like you barely see anything through them. This I bought from Neiman Marcus years ago. This is when I was working there and I had a discount. Celine sunglasses can easily run you, I'm gonna say, maybe well over $300. I used to sell these too at Nordstrom, and these definitely range for about $300-400, probably even in the 500 range with the Tom Fords. So these I do need to get adjusted because the temples are a little crooked, but pitch black. If you're looking for something pitch black, I would have liked these to be a little bit bigger now I'm looking back at it, but they serve its purpose. They're a little heavy because they are a heavier plastic. That's the one thing I don't really like about it. But if you're looking just for something just to throw on and you just want to be really incognito, you want to look chic, put together, even if you're just wearing some joggers and you still want to look chic and put together, sunglasses are a great way to pull your look together. I also find that designer sunglasses are a great way to enter into a high-end brand. Let's say you're not ready to spend hundreds and thousands, or really thousands of dollars on a ready-to-wear piece. This is perfect for those aspirational customers for a brand. And I'm definitely still an aspirational customer because I like buying designer accessories, especially when I work retail. Now, in addition to black frames, if you want something a little bit more affordable, I have this black pair that I believe I got from ASOS. All black temples. The lens isn't as dark as the Celine's, but it's dark enough. It gets the job done. Because on camera, I don't believe you could see through it. I guess you would have to be in the sun. You can see your eyes a little bit, but it's pitch black. It's a much lighter frame. It's not gonna press on your nose. It's wider on the top. That way, again, the shape will accentuate the roundness in your face and won't have you looking crazy, but still have you look put together. Now, let's talk the rectangle shape. Now, again, a square frame and an aviator is going to be ideal. But like I said, I feel like you can make any shape work for you as long as you have the proper proportion. Now, here is a frame that is like a tangerine color. I got these from Nordstrom Rack a few summers ago. Now, normally a rectangle probably wouldn't work for me if it's too small, but because this is a wider frame at the top and a bulkier frame, you can see how it's so chunky, it works. See? It's wider over here, so it brings your face in. And I smile. My cheeks aren't really hitting it. It moves, but that's because my nose is moving. You know? This is a great way to try different color, to try different frame shapes, and make sure it works for you. A lot of times those rectangle frames, they'll come really, really thin. It's not gonna work. This being that it's in a fun color, you also going to want to make sure again that it is proportional, like I said. And this is a great way to wear colors and make sure that it's going to pop and still fit your face. Again, very summertime, very much so beach, very much so yacht, very much so living your best life by the water. So lastly, the shape that I want to show you are going to be cat eye and how I have it working for me. So the first pair I have here are these Dior cat eye frames. And again, they are in a neutral tortoiseshell color, that way I can wear with anything. But as you can see, the top of the frame is much wider than a normal cat eye. It's much wider at the bottom as well. Normally cat eyes are very, very tiny and they're very, very pointy. I wouldn't suggest that for a rounder face. If you can find something like this where it's wider at the bottom and much wider at the top, then definitely try that out. As you can see here, I had a pair that was so tiny it made my face look even bigger. You want something that's gonna make your face smaller and give you hit those angles, you know? And this is just a good everyday throw-on pair. It's comfortable. And I also have these Versace's. They're a little bit smaller than what I would like. It's black and gold, and it has a Versace on the side. I don't really wear these as much, but they were a bigger cat eye frame at the time. So these have the nose guards on the inside, so you can adjust it to your face to make sure it's not resting on your cheekbones. These are frameless. They're all black and in gold. These you can get away with because they're slightly bigger than an average cat eye. And that's how you make it work for you. These are definitely everything expensive, everything exclusive. The frames are dark, you looking real, little Kim, you know, 90s vibe. Loving it. Okay guys, so that was all I have for today's video. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully if you have a rounder face and you've been having issues finding sunglasses to fit your face, hopefully you got something out of it and learned something, and so when you go out to shop for your sunglasses, you have something to reference. I always feel like there's something out there for everyone, and all it is just takes a little bit of patience. So let me know down below if you have any other suggestions or any other tips on finding sunglasses to fit any other specific face shapes. And as always, don't forget to hit that subscription button and that notification bell just so you are aware every time I upload a video. And of course, follow me on Instagram. I'm always uploading over there. And until next time, bye.